Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and it is a very wet and rainy day in Gridania. But it is the Hatching Tide event, so let's participate. In pursuit of excellence. Hatching Tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you an excellent fettle. For my part, Lilith, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide has its origins in the days before the Seventh Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before, so needless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive any moment now. Oh, Jihli, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens! I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take some time. We've already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. But wait, Lilith! Perhaps you'd be willing to lend a hand? Lilith! How wonderful to see you again! Knowing what an exemplar assistant you are gives me cause for hope. I hope you're happy to help us, that is. Thank you! First order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. What are these eggs made of? Are they candied eggs? Are they chocolate eggs? What are they? Oh, the rain stopped. I thought the rain might have been a thing going on with the whole of Hatching Tide, because of what the reward was, but evidently not. Ah, you're the dreamer who was here before, ain't you? Alright, oh, mess to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of supplies you need, though. Is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends, surplus wares that might be of use. If you want them, they're all yours. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with these. The storage fees were eating into my I'd rather see them put to good use. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Anyway, we'd better take the stock of what he's given us. let's see. This lever looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for a mechanism of sort. And these lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jihli saw in her dream over the years. We could make something far easier to get off the ground though. Parasols. The trick will be to make them look eggy enough. Any rounded object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Did they say that? Never heard. We should paint them. Yeah, let's go for that one. You're right. With some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Okay, so that wouldn't work if you want it to look egg-shaped, because parasols are for guarding against the sun, so they're much lighter and usually flatter, whereas because they don't need to deflect anything, whereas umbrellas are used against rain to protect you, to keep you dry, and they're more slanted, more egg-shaped, to make the water run down the sides rather than pull up or anything. So you want to make an umbrella and not a parasol. Parasols are slightly more fiddlier than your standard egg though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further help, as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk a request for parasol parts than a rush order of myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. Ah, if it isn't Lilith, you must be the adventurer assistant Nononoto spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock for coating is perilously low at the moment. If it is water repellent you're after, say no more. We just so happen to have its necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft a parasol frame? We'll meet up for the Black Rabbit Trader's store and on. Why do you stand there like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. You wish this timber fashioned into a parasol frames? Very well, I shall see it done by competent hands. The younglings in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jihli once I've finished, so you can go ahead and wait with her. Welcome back, Lilith. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? Yeah, we've changed our mind. We're not doing eggs now, Jilly. Sorry about that. We've ruined your dream and your plans. Substituting parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what... What? How do we pronounce the name? Nonotata? I wonder what Nono cooks up for the prototype. Although wait we must. Exceeding expectations. Shouldn't it be exceeding expectations? No, we'll surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. With all that eggs, with all that metal on it, that seems like it's going to be really heavy. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. It'd be nice if we had different, like a variety of colours. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. But we cannot let Nono outstrip us in the hatching tight spirit. There must be more we can do. Yeah, let's sheer off to the townsfolk. But of course, we ought to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous accoutrements will be available for those who celebrate with us, word will spread on its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. Use your adventurous instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. Oh, Jilly's coming with us? Okay. The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. Yeah, that looks so heavy because it looks like real metal on the top and the sides. They just snap. They just snap like tiny little. What is that called? Handle? Is the whole thing called a handle? Like this is the handle, right? What is that called? Huh. I have no idea. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. Oh, this one. I came up with the idea, and Nono worked her magic to create the final product. Ah, so Nono does all the work. Oh, never mind. I say, madame, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our Hatching Tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted! As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. I've never heard anyone say things that are eggy or egginess so much in my entire life. Why, that parasol is an absolute delight. It's not often you see the level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might I ask who is responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our dreamers all had their parts to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you receive one just like that. Ah, I should have known that the Guild's artisans were involved. It means getting my hands on a parasol. I'd be more than happy to take part in the festivities. Heavens above! Is that an adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you'll receive one just like that. Oh, just like it, I mean. For years I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg. Getting sunburned and soaked by turns. And you offer me one free of charge? 'Tis a Hatching Tide miracle. I expect those three will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work is done. They all talk so weirdly. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. Look, Lilith, isn't the sight of these parasols simply marvellous? Well, considering they're getting 3 umbrellas, you think it'd be packed. I guess word didn't spread far enough. Eggs held aloft, just as in my dream. Hooray! We did it, Jihli! We certainly did. We shall officially declare this hatching tide a success. Oh, that fort! You've yet to see the half of it. Oh. Oops. I was expecting Egbert to show up. My center. I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of our customers asked about your parasols. More than comfortably more than can comfortably gather here. In fact, nevertheless, Jesus Christ, I can't read. I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my store with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible! To think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, Jihli. They're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration is spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. That our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of more people than I dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind, this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing a business in spades. No, told me how to assemble them, so I can prepare as many as necessary. Yeah, who's paying for them all? Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, No? I couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me, I have something for you, Lilith. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jihli's, of course. I thought it fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Lilith, but Hatching Tide most certainly has not. Problem parasolved. Yay, we have one now too. We're part of the crowd. Wait, what did you sell something? Oh, hatching tide things, okay. Just a prism. But yeah, very cool. Really cool if they gave you a couple examples of different colors for it. So you could have like, I don't know, white and pink one, or maybe green, or blue, white, whatever. This is cool. But no rain. Seems over the top to use for an actual parasol. But this has been the Hatching Tide event. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got your parasol. I'll see you next time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye for now.